let's quickly do a quick recap. Okay, let's do a quick recap and then we will discuss about order capture journey. Okay, how actually order get decomposed and how we will convert one order into technical products, one product into technical products. Okay, so in the last class we discussed these four pillars of Velocity CMT package, where there's a UI, there's a VPC, CPQ, and order management. The UI part we have discussed about the OmniScripts, cards, LMC, Aura, VF. You can also add the same layer here to do the computations like other things like that we already discussed that are listed with this layer, right? How to call the Apex classes, what is the data raptors, integration procedures, calculations, all those things you can consider here. Okay, so those things, majority of them basically interact with the UI, and we will do the those type of jobs in this layer. Next is VPC and CPQ. They are called EPC. In that, we will do in VPC, we will add products and their UI attributes and all. In CPQ, we will handle the pricings of those products. The last is order management, which is order capture journey. Once you set up your UI, your products, your price, and once your user click on the submit order button, what are the backend actions you need to follow so that the order get delivered and you have also the log and tracking of those orders properly, right? In in order management, we have two things. One is orchestration process. Second is your decomposition process, order decomposition, orchestration. Orchestration basically deals with the concepts of how the conversions happen, and decomposition deals with when you convert the one product into different products, like how the actual one product get converted into two products. Okay, so today we will talk about this. If I scroll down, then we will discuss about order management. I have taken a scenario where we basically trying to create a card for SIM card products where user need to order SIM card through online. Okay. Today we will also take one more example where we will take a physical product and then we will discuss about this boxes. Okay. In terms of order decomposition. Okay. How a normal product get decomposed. We will discuss that. Okay, in that we will discuss we need a UI, we need a communication. For UI, I said you can use basic OmniScripts, you can use any UI engine that Salesforce natively providing, or you can also install some other tools also. Templates, one more thing actually, even let's say the budget of the project is good and in terms of UI, we don't want to spend anything, any story points or any such. Then there's one more thing which is Squid. I think in the initial first classes I discussed about this Squid. This is again a app exchange application. You need to install this application. This hijacks your Salesforce Classic and Lightning platform. And the way how we actually do drag drop in our OmniScripts, the same thing here also. You just need to drag drop components and it will simply create very good UI. Okay. So yeah, you can also do that. And this Squid is purely a UI engine, nothing else. Yes, you can trigger mails and all those things you can still do, and it also give you a less option to configure. I mean, it provide you flexibility not to go for OpEx. Okay, so yeah, but it is purely a UI engine. Okay, in that layer you can use it. Next is the communication. I said we can use Twilio to send SMS and calls. If the communication is going through email, then probably you don't not need it, but yeah, if you need it for sending SMS and calls, then you can go for this package. Then we will discuss that it will, once it get, user will receive a link. Okay, this will be a VF page. It could be a OS, it could be anything, right? Where they just need to drag their documents. Okay, there should be a unique digit identifier in the header so that we will identify who is going to drag and who's the session here. Okay, then we need one place where users can do the drag drop of their documents. Then the actual flow will get start. Okay, I told that once they have click on the submit button, we need to reserve the number that they have selected. Okay, we need to make a call out. Then we need to provide a steps so that someone who can manually verify their documents. Okay, we tag this as a manual process, but yes, in industries there are multiple techniques are going which basically do a automatic steps. Okay, like this OCR, they will return a this percentage, whether confidence level, whether it is how much confident this script is to understand the uh, to return those fields that we want to extract from this image or PDF file. Okay, once we have those information, we will simply use this. Let's say if it is SIM card, we have the number, and the same way we get the ICC ID and IMSI number, and we store it in a technical mode. This layer we will discuss today. Next, after this, the decomposition, once it activated, we need to dispatch this SIM, and then again a manual thing that user need to do. They need to call to some number and the SIM get activated. Okay, so this is the things that we discussed in the last class. Now let's discuss the actual topic today, which is our order decomposition process. Okay, so in order decomposition, it has three types. Okay, let's discuss that. Okay, it has total three types. One type is 1 to 1. 1 1. What this mean? You have one commercial product and you have one technical product. Okay, that means you have one commercial product and you want to convert it into one technical product. We'll discuss about it. Let's discuss the second category, which is one to many. That means you have one commercial product and you want to create multiple technical products for this commercial product. Okay, the next step, the next is many to one. Many to one. That means you have many commercial products, and for all commercial product, you are dealing one technical product. You have only created one technical product for all your commercial products. In most of the time, this approach, if it's a normal card, then we will go for this. But yeah, we will discuss all those things with the help of examples today. So let's discuss this one to one. There, our SIM will be perfect example here. Just a second. Yeah, here our SIM card will be perfect example to be one to one this OD, right? Here, what will happen? We have one commercial product, which is our SIM card. For this SIM card, we will create one more commercial product. Okay. See, and here one to many means there is one technical product. We have created many. We have created many. We have one commercial product and we have created many technical products. I have lined in these two stages because most of the time these two is very confusing. Let me tell you why. Let's say if you have a team, okay, and you have a less number of people, then you will follow this approach. You have one technical product, sorry, one commercial product, and you have created one technical product, but your process is very lengthy and it is taking so much efforts. Let's say you have one process for delivery partners, you have one process for, let's say, card partners. Okay, so that means there's some different teams are involved to process one order. In that case, we will go and create one to many. So what you will do, you will create one technical product, sorry, one commercial product. In our example, we will consider iPhone. Okay, we will consider iPhone as a commercial product, and we will check how the decomposition of iPhone will happen. Right. First of all, we will let's talk about this also. First, we will talk about this one to many, and then we'll talk about one to one, and lastly, we will talk about one many to one. So let's say uh, this is iPhone. Okay, iPhone X. Someone is purchasing this iPhone 10. Okay, so first thing, what are the teams that are involved? Maybe a let's say uh, 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 you can say here the basically card team. Okay, once do the payment, let's say user selected COD option or they selected mobile banking, right? Online banking. In that case, how we will identify the payment is done? you need to capture the response somewhere, right? So for that, you need some attributes at this level. Those attributes we will store in one technical product. We will create a technical product and store those attributes. So this will be one category. Second category may be the once the order is captured, when our shopping cart created a shopping cart return us the response that the payment gateway is COD or it is mobile banking or any credit card or anything, right? We just need to capture the particular stamp that the shopping cart is done. They have added a valid the user has added a valid response here, and they have returned us a response that it is done. Okay, based on that we have updated our flag and we have added that information in one technical product. Similar ways for other also. Let's say the other example is to stock, right? We have 100 products in our stock. Once we return this response, we need to maintain how much get purchased, right? Let's say 2 get purchased. So we also need to maintain this in one technical product where we will after the decomposition, we need to minus 2 from the actual value, right? So this we also need to handle through a technical product. Maybe there's some other also. Let's say the shipping. Okay, shipping partners. Once the card says I have a valid response, when this text says I have a valid response, then you also need to engage the shipping parties, right? Then you probably need to create some kind of attributes where you say what is the status. Okay, whether it is shipped or it is going, let's say they have used Blue Dot for it, right? Then Blue Dot need to continuously feed back us the status of that particular tracking. Based on the tracking number, they will update us the status, where is the currently, whether it is delivered or it is now in some place, right? Where it exactly it is, they need to return us a state. That state we will again store in a technical product. Okay, so this is a perfect example of one to many. Okay, this is many technical products but one commercial product. But again, if let's say you want to combine all those three into one, okay, then also it is possible. Velocity will also say, they will also say in one technical product you can again create multiple attributes, right? Then you can again create in one, by using only one technical product you can create a attribute to handle cart response. Okay, this is one attribute. Second, you will create to handle this, how much stack you have. Third, you will maintain a status of your shipping party, right? So again, now you have created everything in one technical product. You have stored it in one technical product. So this will be your one-to-one. Any confusion on it? It totally depend on what is business saying, how they want to handle, how they want to divide the order process. Okay, how they want to see the decomposition, that is totally depend on their side. Any questions on these two, one-to-one and one-to-many?
So
Now, yeah,
these are the information belongs to a cart, right? You know whether the so like the in the cart when the user purchases, he will say like he need an iPhone. So
mhm,
there will be an item for the iPhone. Then the stock is something related to the inventory. So
right,
and shipping is related to how it's going to deliver. So
right,
those
right.
two are like a separate entity, right? We are maintaining that inside a cart by
No, I'm
adding a
not saying, no, no.
yeah.
See, these are separate entities. These are separate teams who will tell you in the back end whether they have done their job or what is their current status. Okay, that status you need to track somewhere. Getting it? That's why we have creating a technical product for those also. Our
Okay.
commercial product is iPhone X, iPhone 10, which user already purchased. They have do the payment, they have updated their shipping addresses, and everything is done. They have clicked on the order button. Now we have created it into three parts. Maybe let's say there is one more part here. There are four parts, or maybe more than that. But these teams will return us one response. Let's say the shipping team will not shipping this card. Let's say they return us the response that the payment is done through this COD and the transaction ID is this. So they have written us two things, whether what is the current status of the payment, we need to capture it somewhere, right? So for where we will capture is this technical product. We will capture this response under that technical product. In that technical product, we will create two attributes. One for the payment gateway method, whether they have used COD, internet banking, or a credit card or a debit card or anything, right? That we will mention. Second thing that they will return us the what is the transaction ID, right? That we will also capture somewhere, right? So those information we cannot capture at our commercial product level. For that, we will create one technical product. Again, the other thing is the inventory. Inventory will say two per iPhones get purchased in this transaction. So we need to maintain this two somewhere, like how much get purchased, that we need to maintain in one technical product. That's just again a different technical product, which is again linked to our commercial product. And then the shipping, they will return us two things. Like I said, the status, whether what is the status, whether it is in progress or it is ordered or it is something else, that they will return, and what is the actual location of the our iPhone. So these two things they will return. Again, these two things we need to store it into technical product somewhere, right? Getting it?
It is basically to get the full 360 view of the cart, the purchase. We are maintaining the technical product along with our commercial.
Right, right. Let me clear the definition. We are not maintaining cart here. We are maintaining actual order. Okay. So I will show you which place you can actually check the actual products and how you will see what are the different today in today's class only when we will do the when we go to Salesforce and do this exercise, I will show you what is the actual product and how the technical products of this actual product will look like for a particular order. Okay. So the point that I want to make is we usually for one technical product, there are three possibilities. There could be one commercial product, there are three possibilities. One is that there is one technical product linked to that product. Okay. Second, there are many technical product linked to that product, that particular order. Okay. Commercial product. And there are many commercial products who are linked with one technical product only. And there is one more which I didn't write here, that there is no technical product involved, right? No TP. Okay, getting it? So it is one, it is one many, it is many one, and it is none. So those things. One means, let's say all those three things, all those three teams, you want to combine result in one technical product. Then you can maintain this. Only create one technical product and all those attributes, all those fields that you need, you create under this only. Okay. Why you will do this? Because your business will say all those three teams work together. And from Salesforce level, we don't need to divide this into multiple parts. We can track all those things in one only. Why they said this? Because they don't want to allocate this technical product to three different persons. They only want to make responsible of this technical product to one person. Or they will also say, no, I want to divide the team in such a way that I need someone who will only take care about card product. I want someone who will only take care about the stack. I want someone who can only take about the shipping. Okay. So this way they will divide the team. Clear? It will be more clear when we do the exercise. I'm just giving you a background how uh, order decomposition, what are the options in order decomposition we will see. Okay, now let's discuss one scenario where there are many products and we want to create only one technical product for it. So for that, let's open a website, maybe any broadband, let's say Airtel broadband. So if I just go to, yeah, you can see. So see, there are actually three products they have mentioned. This provide 200 Mbps, this provide 40 Mbps, this provide 100 Mbps. Okay, maybe there are more also, but all those products, all those in the back end, they have maintained different products. But why do we need multiple technical products to consume them? We can create one product, we can maintain one attribute which is responsible for 40 Mbps speed, right? There we can track whether it is 40 Mbps, 100 Mbps, 300 or whatever it is. But the back end, whatever Airtel will do for the customer who selected basic price and the other customer who selected a standard price, the functionality behind the same will remain the same, right? It's just the speed which is they will handle by their own, right? There's no as a just think like a just think like a someone who is actually working on the behind the scene. How will that make a difference as a technical product? Nothing, right? Whatever feels that this product will return us the same thing, this will also return. In that case, we can create only one product for our multiple commercial products. Okay, so this category falls under many to one. Any questions? Clear? 101 means we have one commercial product and we have one technical products. Technical products is nothing but they are used to store some attributes or some information which get computed before or after hitting the submit button. Okay, those attributes, those information are irrelevant to our user, but those information are very important to deliver that particular requirement to the customer. It is most of the time it is tracking information, tracking purpose information. We also sometimes maintain the uh, technical, you can say some information that are relevant for our teams also. You can consider this thing as a staging table. If I be more specific, if I be use more developer language, remember whenever we do any development in the backend in Apex side, we maintain somewhere logs, right? We maintain a log staging table, right? Which track all the logging things. Let's say something is working fine, we simply say it is working fine, no log get created. If something failed, then we will enter something into that log object like this got failed. In most of the time we will use when we do the integrations, right? You can consider the same thing here also. Technical product is something which gives you information of the backend, like what is the transaction ID that particular user once one order is placed, what is the transaction ID, what is the uh, how many items they have sold, what are the backend things that we have handled. Okay, who will be the responsible person to deliver this product, who teams has those responsibility, and under those team who is the owner who took those responsibilities. So those level of tracking we can't do at commercial product because this will be uh, under risk because commercial product are exposed to our customers. So those level of things we will store in a technical product. Now, since we have one technical product, now this is Velocity provides an option where you can use this technical product functionality into multiple ways. Like if you want, you can create one commercial product and you can simply create one technical product for one commercial product, or you can divide multiple technical products that are linked to one commercial product. It is nothing but a lookup relation. This technical product nothing but a product object. Record type is technical product. This is same, but the record type is commercial, and those product object are directly linked to one record which is in a lookup relationship. So that's why you can add multiple lookups there, and here you can add one lookup to multiple things. This behave like a junction. Okay, I hope this time it is clear. Let me know if you need further explanation, but yeah, this is important. If you don't understand this concept, you will not able to relate these things when we do the exercise. Is it clear?
One last, maybe I'm overcomplicating, but
Mhm.
just one more ask. See, like these are the information. This will be common. Say, like in a order decomposition process, we need to know the status of the delivery, and we
Mhm.
want to know where the product is going to be delivered, and where like the inventory is a separate entity. So we can directly store this information in a order object itself, right? By creating a field, because these are the common. Shipping will be common for further process. On order
Okay.
itself, we can have a separate address field to store this. So why we
Okay.
need to associating that with with the order, I
Mhm.
mean velocity order.
Yeah,
Uh,
got it. It's a valid question. Let me answer that. So let's say you have one order. You are thinking as a B2C, your business to customer flow. where there is a one order. For one order there will be always one shipping address, right? But in generally when we deal with the different, even for Amazon and Flipkart also, you can add multiple products, right? And for those multiple products you can add different shipping addresses also. Let's say you want to purchase something for your uh, parents, and your parents live in a different place, and you also want to purchase the same item for yourself as well, and you lives in a different place. In that case there will be two shipping addresses. Okay. And since there are only two order you have added, how we will capture this thing under order object? Because order is only one. There
Yeah.
in that order there are multiple products you have added,
Yeah.
right? So those information we cannot capture at that level because there is uncertainty. Also, if you work with the B2C model, sorry, B2B, where business to business is involved, you will see that two different addresses. One is the order address, one is the shipping address, right? And those information is drastically vary when we actually deal with some client which orders everything in one go. Uh, let's imagine Walmart. Okay, they are ordering something from their vendors. They will not order those stuffs for their one location, right? They will order for different locations. They will also say, we have a stock this, you need to maintain this stock for different vendor, different locations. And we have the groceries and all where we want to store this. I have one address there we want to store, and after 100 kilometers there is a this address you also need to ship there. So in short I want to say, for one order there will be always multiple products that users can add, right? In that case we can't add to this level. Plus, since we are now inside velocity, right? So velocity decomposition is only maintained the technical attributes. Okay, there's an entire page who will show you a list in this box. Whatever we have created here, you will see the same thing there also. There is a technical product under that. Sorry, there is a commercial product. When you click on that, you will see multiple technical products. Okay. Also, in one order, there could be possibility there are multiple products also. The product is nothing but a technical, sorry, commercial product. And under that commercial product, there may be multiple technical products also. Okay. So considering a very complex scenario, Velocity reached to that decision. Let's create a separate object and linked those objects to one page. Okay. Let's do that. Let's just
Yeah.
configure and I will show what I'm actually saying here. So for that, what you need to do, first of all, let's go to the console and create one commercial product, and then we will create one technical product. Let's start from the base. Okay. Specification type is product. It's same here. Okay. This is the commercial product or the normal product that we usually create. I have created one for sim. Let it save. Let me also write down those steps here. Yeah. The first thing that I did is I have created a commercial product, named it sim. Step one. Okay. Now let's go and do all those things. We need to make sure the orderable checkbox is checked. It needs to be active. Okay. And it also should have a valid price book. So let's quickly add a price book. Otherwise it will not show in the cart. So let's say B2C we have selected. This is I'm considering as a base price. Let's do one time standard. So those are price are available. Let's say this one 129 OT. I'm also writing this here. 29. So this is the base price of our product. It is also active. I have saved this. So this is the minimum settings that you need to do for one commercial product. You need to make it active. Also need to add the price. Then obviously you can add the overrides. You can also apply discounts and all, right? So that I'm not doing. So this is the one product that I have created. Now let's go back and create a technical product. What I'm doing. Let's create a technical product here. Again, the concept remains the same. The only difference is, since this is a technical product and here this name will always be visible. Even if you go to the product object, you will see there is one product named sim, other product name SimTP. So make sure whenever you create a technical product, you add something that just by seeing the name, you will identify, okay, this is the technical product. Okay, obviously you can do the SOQL and find that particular products, but yeah, just by seeing it will be more easy. So I always use this TP hyphen. Again, you can follow the company standards, what they basically follow. Okay, so I have created one technical product now. I don't need to check any checkbox here. Because I don't want to add anything. I have saved it. Now do one more thing. Let's write this step here also. I have created technical product SimTP. This is step 2. Now what I will do, I will create one attribute here. Let's say for mobile number. I will create this as an attribute. Okay, and here I will create a ICC ID number. This is again a attribute, and this I will create and add directly to the technical product, this attribute, and this I will add to the commercial product. And the requirement will be what, let's say whatever user give in the mobile number at the time of doing the order, we want to capture the same information in technical product also in this attribute. Let's say this is the requirement. So let's do how we can do that. Okay, is it clear? We will create one attribute called mobile number and we'll tag this attribute to our commercial product. We will create another technical attribute for ICC ID, and that we will create under our technical product only. So let's do that. So let's go and create an attribute. Okay, let's see mobile number. Here. Let's see internet services. Yeah, just leave everything blank only. Okay, so one attribute we have created. Let's create another attribute too for ICC ID. ICC ID. Category, let's say internet services. Okay, and I have saved this. Now let's go to our commercial product, and under that we need to go to the attributes. Okay, assign attributes. Here we will search for mobile number. Okay, I have selected that and I have assigned this. Yeah, so you will see one attribute. There is only one attribute, which is mobile number, that we have initially added. Now go to the technical product. Same step we need to follow here also. We need to search ICC ID. Okay, and I'm assigning this here. Okay, ICC ID is now assigned to technical product also. Now, one thing you can mention, you can see this is one record in Salesforce. This is one record, right? Nothing but a record in product object. Same, this is also, but they are not linked to each other. How system will know, like how they are linked. Like there's no linking in between. So in Velocity, they have created one object which actually tells us how we can do the relation between both of them. Right? Decomposition relationship is that object who will use to do this linking part. So let's do that. In most of the time, this decomposition relationship you will not see, is not having any tab. So there are two options to reach to do that. I personally like to create a tab here. Let me quickly create a tab. Now what we are doing, we are creating a relation between our both products, our commercial and technical product. They are not linked. We have assigned all things. Now we are actually linking them. For that, they have created an object called decomposition relationship, right? Let's quickly search that decomposition relationship. Okay. I will show you both options, how you will reach to this particular yeah, particular record. Let's do that. Let me save it. And now let me quickly show you the other option. You need to go to the products. There you will see those two products, right? SIM and SIM TP. Just click on SIM. Okay. Under that, you will see this decomposition relationship source product. I will show you what is the difference between source product and destination product. But there you can click on new, and there you will see this is nothing but a junction object which asks you to look up. One is the source product, which is the actual product, which is our technical product, and second is the destination, which is the commercial. Sorry, this is the commercial product, and this is the technical product. Okay. Yeah. Also, you can use the tabs also, because yeah, in most of the time it will be more easy if you just do it here and then you will search for it. I just like this option, but here let's explore this one. Here we need to search this sim TP. Search for sim. Okay, now you can see at this level, at this pop-up level, they have not add any lookup filter. You can use a commercial product, you can also use a technical product. Okay. So that is one thing that you need to make sure. At Salesforce level, it will be very difficult to identify what is the technical product and what is the commercial product. That's why we also need to append the TP or some identifier in the name itself, which identify, okay, this is the technical product. Because if you add in, because here there is only two products, but in most of the time, you will see so many products with the same similar name. At that time, it will be very difficult to identify if you're not appending anything. Okay, so and it will give you a huge escalation if you select a different product here, right? Here also just use the same naming convention, sim, and then you can use sim TP. These two fields I will tell you what they use for, but as of now just save it. This is the thing you need to do always on going to Salesforce. Okay, there's no UI that they have created. Okay, now let me write this step here. Next thing we need to do, we need to create a decomposition relationship. Okay, this relationship you will find under product object, or you can also create a tab for it. Depends whatever you want to, right? So this is you need to create. Okay, that you can do through product object, or you can also create a tab. There will be two lookup here, right? One is the source. This will be your commercial product. Destination. Right? This will be a technical product. Okay, this is a junction object. Not a junction, but yeah, it works like a junction object. Now let's go. So you will see we have created this option. Now let's go back to our requirement. We have created this junction between two commercial and technical product. But there's one more thing. How we will identify which value we need to pass from technical product to commercial product. Where this setting we need to do. Again, this settings we need to do to the relationship object, same object. You will see there's something called mapping routes. Those mapping routes are nothing, but here you will configure which value you want to configure to your technical product or which value you want to configure to your parent, to your commercial product also. This is like that only, both directional. Okay, this information can also be filled here and same this information can also be filled here. Okay, let's do that. We need to click on this mapping. Under that, it is very simple actually. You need to click on this new rule. Here you will see whether you want to configure the particular attribute or you want to configure any field. This field will, if you select the field, let's first talk about field. It will give you all those fields of a product object, right? And here you can also reach to order object because there is a lookup here. Let me say, yeah, this lookup, order product, order, yeah, order, right? Then they will load the order object too. And same, you can also go to the account object. So up to three relationship, like what Salesforce says, up to three relationship, you can add any field here. Why do we need, why they provide us option to do everything through field? Because all your backend actions, whatever you will configure, they will return the response, right? At, and those response you cannot store in attribute because the scope of attribute is only limited to the JSON. Okay, either you need to read the JSON and then fill those fields, which become very complex, or you can simply create a field into that particular object and there you will store the fields. Let's say in our requirement we need to use the ICC ID, this ICC ID based on the, let me scroll up, this ICC ID we will only fill when we receive a response from the same team. Like those same, there's a universal team who will return us the ICC ID. We need to wait for the response, right? So those response, when they return, we need to save it to any field, right? Those fields you need to configure here. You need to pick this field value. You need to configure which particular product you want to pick, and there you need to configure this value. Let's say in our case, we want to configure the fields of the mobile number, right? We have created, and that we want to list to, that we need to select, and there we need to select the ICC ID, and then we need to save it. Okay. The moment you do, you will see a mapping data get created. I think I need to refresh this. Okay, you will see mapping data. This is nothing but a JSON that they have created based on our selection. So now what we have done, we have taken a attribute. Name is, the category is internet services. The name is mobile number. Okay, this is something parent attribute. Okay, we have used the mapping type. You can use anything. It is, I never see any difference here. And then you will see what is the actually destination, which is our internet service ICC ID. It will simply link this number to this number. In real time, you need to use a particular field here. Okay, and that is field you need to populate here, and the same value you need to populate to different field also. So that mapping you need to do here. So that we have done. So let me scroll down and explain again. We have created a commercial product, name it sim. We have created a technical product, call it sim type. We have linked those products with the help of decomposition relationship. In decomposition relationship, there is an option called mapping where we actually map this particular value to this particular attribute. Okay, that we have done. Now let's do one thing. Now let's directly go and do the order. Okay, for that we need to go and create a order. We need to go to the orders, create a new order. So this, or anything you can mention. This is something which we usually fill through backend, right? When you actually, when your user click on order button, the first thing you will do, you will simply create a order thing. Okay. Then you need to click on this view decomposition. Actually, you need to click on the CPQ, not decomposition. It say decomposition is not yet started, right? You need to click on the CPQ. This is the console that will be visible to users. Here we need to select B2C. and then we need to search sim. Okay, this is the tech product that we have created, 129. Need to add that to the card. Okay, if you do the configuration, you will see this is the attribute we have created, mobile number. We need to put any value. Okay, wait for a moment so that it will save this value. Okay, it has saved this value, right? Now you can close it, and then you need to click on the submit order button. Okay, now after this stage, when they have clicked on submit order button, what the backend will do, it will running the decomposition. It is running the order decomposition process, and it is also running the order consumption process. Both things it is doing from the backend. So just wait for it. It will show a success message. Generally, it doesn't took that much. Duplicate it. Go back to the order also. You will see there is a big URL, right? It is tracking all these things. Let's quickly open the order. Okay, this is the order. Yeah, this one, right? Yeah. Now you can click on this view decomposition button. Once you have done that, I think, yeah, see, it says order successful submitted. Then you can do the next button, and then it will open the account page. Whatever account you have linked, under account, you will see your order. Okay. Yeah. Here you will see this billing asset as a SIM. And yeah, you will see this side, you will see this is what it in the backend, what it will, it does it. It created one order for this, and it actually add our product, which is this main product. Okay. And under that, it has created the child products, which is this TP. And under that, you can see ICC ID is also tagged, which is nothing but our mobile number that we have added. When you click on this junction button, okay, it will highlight all the technical products linked to that particular product. Okay, getting it? If you click here, it will highlight all the products that are linked to that product. Now, if there are multiple, let's say there are multiple in the CPQ page, let's say user added multiple products. Same, they also added iPhone X, they have also added something else. And there are different technical products that we have created for that record. In that case, you will see a huge list here. There are multiple orders and there are multiple fulfillment requests also, right? So how you will identify, you need to click on this button, then it will simply highlight you what are the technical products that is get decomposed. Okay, so this is the process. We will also see this fulfillment request ID. Under that, you will see what is the line item, what is the decomposition relationship, all those things you can create. Okay, this is what I'm saying. This will be the whoever working will take the ownership from here, and they need to perform those actions, whether it is run in progress or whatever it is, right? Those user need to do. Let's say if something happened and it is showing as in progress, then if you have created technical product for all your team, like one product for all those teams, then only one person will take the responsibility to complete those things. Okay, that's why we divided this technical product into multiple steps so that multiple person will share the responsibilities of the systems. Okay, you can also see the child items will got created, which is nothing but the JSON that they are storing in the backend. Same about relationship object that we have created. It has two things: what is the order and the fulfillment request ID, which is this. Okay, now let me do one thing. Let me show you one order which is actually having so many data. This iPhone X bundle, this one. Yeah, click on this view decomposition. Yeah, this one is the perfect example. You will see all those things. Actually, here there's no decomposition. Why? Because they have not created any technical product for this. There's no technical product. That's why decomposition fulfillment request you will see is blank. But you will see all the different products that are ordered from this particular order, that are tagged to this particular order, are you will see here. If there are multiple uh, decompositions, you will see this icon that I was showing in that particular order, this icon, and in this side you will see a list also. Okay, so you just need to click here, then all the related child technical products will be highlighted, and then you can see what is the actual information, which is this, and what is actually information that is get passed here also. Okay, so those things you can identify. Any questions? You can see all the attributes that are there. This orchestration is again future topic. Maybe tomorrow we will discuss. Up to this, any questions or any confusion or anything you want to discuss? Let me, yeah.
One question here. So, long back we discussed in order to associate a product with another product, we are using the bundling approach.
Mhm.
So, with the help of bundling, we can associate one product with another product.
Right.
Now, we're going with the junction object.
Mhm.
So, there will be a junction object. With the help of that, we'll say who is the source and who is the destination. With the help of that,
Mhm.
we can relate it to.
Mhm.
So now, like in real time, like how we can decide, okay, I'm going with bundling or I should go with the junction object. How we
Mhm.
can do that decision.
Right, right. So see, this example that I have shown. This is iPhone X bundle only, right? This is one bundle, and there are multiple. You can see items involved. Like this is talk time, this is iPhone 10, and this is 4G pack, right? Now, let's say you want to create the decomposition process of it, right? So it's purely depends on you. You want to follow this. Remember, when I created the bundle, I told you I also need to create one product for iPhone 10, right? And someone asked me the question like why we are creating a separate product for iPhone 10 when we can simply create the same product under iPhone 10 bundle itself. The reason why I created that, because of those things. Let's say there is already, in most of the cases, the in most of the cases you will not create any decomposition for your bundle. Why? Because all the products that are linked to your bundle will always have a decomposition, will always have a decomposition, because that's the initial thing. Whenever you create a product, you need to make sure there is a decomposition process involved. There may be a technical product involved into it if they are applicable for it. Let's say this 4G, let's take this 4G plan. Probably this 4G plan doesn't require any technical attribute, let's say, because this 4G plan will only get activated if there is a valid SIM card, right? And this SIM card is something which automatically take care by some other products. So probably this doesn't require any technical product. But if it does require, then you will see the junction button here itself. You need to click on this button and you will it get highlighted all the dependencies here, dependent plans on all those things. So to answer your question, whenever you work on a bundle, okay, you can only bundle something which already have, right? You can only bundle any product which already there in the cart, right? And since it is there in the card, that means it is automatically someone whoever configured those product, they will automatically handle the decomposition too. So in most of the cases we will not touch that part in terms of bundling. Okay, but again, if I talk about velocity, yes, you can create technical products for a bundle products also. Okay.
So can we conclude something like this? So, if a product need need a decomposition, then we need to create one product. Under that, we will be on technical product.
Mhm.
Then we are using a junction to relate it. So
Right.
if a product doesn't require any decomposition, then we can go with a bundling. Is
No,
can we?
no. These are two things. If something that doesn't require bundling, you can leave it. It is not like, see, as if you see this order, there's no technical product they have created. That doesn't mean it's an invalid order. It's a valid itself. But it's just thing they have not capturing any backend information.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say there's a in the order in the order page where in the card page there is something called mask. There's a product called mask doesn't require any technical product as such. There's no need to capture any relationships or anything. Let's say this is the requirement, then we can leave. We It's not always required to have a technical product. We can leave
Yes.
it as it is. This, when you reach to this page, for when you check your mask order, you will see this thing as a blank. So that is also a valid thing. It's not
Yeah.
like it's invalid, but it is purely, again, it is purely up to the information that you are exchanging and where you are using this information. Velocity provided as a option where you can capture all those backend information in the technical products for ease
Yeah.
of our use itself. But again, it's totally depend on us whether we want to use or non want to use it.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of bundling, it's a different thing. Bundling have no relation with your technical products.
Okay.
I will also check whether I can create a technical product for bundle products, but in my experience, I never did that. Why? Because bundle be create for products, right? And those products, if they are eligible, we already created technical products for them.
Okay.
Okay. So this flowchart is actually very useful. Maybe from the next class, I will create one this structure before, because if I start doing this, it will take some time. So in the backend, I will add those technical products and will show you how it actually gonna look like when it comes like this, where multiple orders user added and how the decomposition will be tracked for those orders. Okay, that's the first thing we will do, and then we will start about the orchestration plan.
Then second question, like while we are adding, okay, relationship. Okay, so while if you say we added one more step we did, that is something like we created two attribute. One for mobile number, another is for ICC
Mhm.
ID number. So that our requirement is like once the user populated the mobile number, automatically ICC ID has to auto
Mhm.
populate. If that is the case, then we need to go with the we need to define the that mapping in
Right, right.
the, yeah. So that is to auto populate something.
Mhm.
That's the reason we are doing that. Okay.
Right, right.
Yeah.
In the next class, it will be more clear, because when we discuss for orchestration, we will talk about some manual things also, because whatever we have discussed is automatic, right? Manually, we didn't do anything. But
Mm.
when we discuss about orchestration, there we will understand how the manual things get calculated and how it will get stored to any variable.
Okay.
Okay. In most of the time, when we actually deal with the orchestration or order decomposition, we will less rely on attributes. We will more rely on fields, because all the backend jobs are that's our backend servers or integration processes are doing, they will not able to capture this information to attributes, because the scope of attribute is only for a UI basis. Yes, you can read the entire JSON and then you can fill that attribute, but why to do that when you can simply insert this into a particular field, right? That's a separate thing. If you have used all the capacity of fields and business is not agreeing to add another field, then yes, we need to read the JSON and then do that. But in most of the time, we will only rely on fields in that prospect. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, then let's connect tomorrow and then we will discuss about orchestration. And before that, I will show you this diagram. I will set up this today. Yeah, please go through this recordings and ask the questions. Otherwise, you will lose the concept. I'm just wondering why no questions in LMS also. Okay, just let me know where anything is lagging or anything required from my end. I will spend times and probably do the investigation and then get back that answer. Okay, but yeah, make sure this is something that you will gonna use if you be part of any project, right? All right, let's meet in the next class. There we will more focus on the orchestration and those manual steps that we have written here. Those steps that we have written here. Yeah, those boxes that we have created. Those boxes again. This is the same diagram, right? You will see the same boxes also. In previous orgs, I have seen that the view is different. So the view may also different in different orgs. Don't be confused that I have tell you that the view is looking like this. Maybe they will show you in that way. Instead of this way, they will show you horizontal way. Right. So the view will be may vary because I can see in different or the view are different, right? But yeah, the concept remain the same. You will somewhere find this link button where which automatically highlight the dependencies. If possible, I will also show you that old org where there is a different view, but this one is looking more good. All right, let's connect tomorrow then.
Thank you.
Thanks.